Hello. I want to share something. After many years of studying happiness and what people think happiness means and wading through a tremendous amount of opinion, I have come to the opinion that happiness is determined completely by your inner relationship to yourself. And that my working definition of happiness is when I can feel that I am worthy of having happiness and I allow myself to have it. This is not a commonly held belief because we're told that people have lots of different ways they want happiness and, there are all kinds of methodologies. But I have to tell you, after, practicing as a coach and a teacher for 25 years, what I've observed is that happiness is a state where you're okay being you and you feel good about it. Not because you're pretending. It's just not positive thinking. It's not like, oh, everything's going to be fine. And even though I don't have the money I want to, I'm going to pretend that I do. That can be good for another discipline. This is something else. This is, cut through all the crap, cut through all the personal growth, cut through everybody else's opinion of what they think your happiness should be like, and try this on for size. So ask yourself, am I worthy of happiness? And your answer will probably be sometimes, right? And then the idea would be to look at those times when you are and see what's going on. And then when you're not happy, take a look at those times. And what you're going to see is that you're not in integrity with yourself when you're not happy. And it's usually because somehow you have allowed self-doubt and self-criticism and other people's opinions, that evil thing that's called self-esteem, which you're told to try to improve. You can't improve self-esteem because it's someone else's idea of who you should be, even if you internalize it. So if you take my definition, happiness is defined as whether or not I feel worthy. And you start to use this as your constant touchstone as you go through your days, you'll start to see how much of what you think about happiness is not yours, how much of this is societal condition, how much you think happiness is because you have stuff or because you meet somebody, but it's not. And I think the process of knowing your true identity, not the personality that you show the world or the one that you've needed to survive, but who you really are, which you have to accept for yourself, warts and all, whether you like it or not. This is when you can have true happiness, because then you have a calm and rational basis to judge whether or not you deserve to be happy. And once you are in control of the measurements of this process, that's when you can succeed forever. And I found that doing the word of the day in the morning, because I'm a creative person, solves a basic problem, which is always a self-doubt and a self-criticism that I'm not producing enough. And I find that when I do the word of the day, even though I'm just doing a little cluster or I'm writing a couple of sentences, somehow that thing out there that judges my performance has to shut up because I have done something creative. So if you're enjoying this conversation, come check out what we're up to. See the links below.